Dear villagers, follow the golden rule or die. That is pretty much that sums up the game. Man, Elder Scrolls would love this bit. Wait, I think this was part of a mod for, I think, Skyrim or one of the Elder Scrolls games of basically if humanity commits a sin, everyone turns into gold statues. That sums it up. Did I do a spoiler? Kind of, but this would have been on my part 2 if the game itself didn't glitch out, sadly. So that's why I'm doing a part 2 of the Forgotten City, because it never sadly the recording didn't work for part 2. Also, something happened in the YouTube, some outage or some glitch. Well, anyway, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time zone you're in. Welcome to the Forgotten City walkthrough. Is it really Forgotten City if basically my player character found it with these? No, I guess not. So, let's get changing the past. Yeah, notice I'm not doing the same freaking thing. Not saying like, and welcome back to this thing, and welcome back to that thing. No, it gets annoying after a while. Sometimes even I gotta change it up. I can't just do the same thing every time. Alright, so where we last left... Oh. I think this is supposed to be Rome? Like, back in the days, because of, like, a Julius Caesar thing? Yeah? No, wait, that's Greece. I don't care. She looks dead.
Give me a moment. Sorry I'm such a mess. I just lost a patient and a dear friend. Yulia. She was a good woman.
What happened?
She was poisoned. She came in here frothing at the mouth. Normally I'd treat her with resin of silphium, a rare plant which is perfect for this sort of thing. And I knew Decius had some at his market stall, right around the corner. So I ran over there, but he just looks at me with this evil smile and says, "That'll be 1,000 denarii." There was no way I could afford that, and he knew it. Then that toad shrugs and says, "Supply and demand. I guess you don't value your friend's life that highly." Anywhere else, I'd just pay a thug to steal it from his stall. But there's no way I can do that down here with the golden rule. So all I could do is come back here and just watch her die. I kept on apologizing. And now I'll never know who poisoned her, or how they managed to do it without breaking the golden rule, or why she cursed that snake's cruel black eyes with her dying breath.
Wow. That's pretty depressing and sad.
Well, unless you have the power to bring someone back from the dead, there's really just one thing you can do.
Yeah?
Get me that silphium resin. I'm going to have another patient in here soon. Could be in the next day or in the next hour. And I will not allow this to happen again. I don't care how you get it, but you have to make it happen. Because if I lose another patient this way,
Okay.
I swear to the gods below, not even the golden rule will stop me from marching up to that Genetricum Fututo and scratching his eyes out.
What does Jetridum Veteran... That must sound pretty freaking bad if everyone just put it gray. I kind of want to look it up. Is that a real term? Jetrium Vetra...
I'm Lucretia, and I'm going to be straight with you. I'm not a physician. This is Nevia's clinic. I've just been filling in ever since she disappeared. I'm tired and out of my depth and miserable all the time. But I'd rather take this on myself than let one of you lot mess it up.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I mean, I just got here, so yeah, being the only nurse where modern medicine is not really available, readily accessible, I guess you would have to do that.
My husband and I moved to Rome from Caesarea. He embraced the Roman way more than I would have liked, and turned into an awful philanderer.
Oh,
I would have divorced him and demanded the return of my dowry, but I knew he would sooner have me killed than give me my right.
that's terrible.
So I waited for the right time to take what was mine and disappear. And then the fires came. As he prepared to evacuate our villa, I gathered our most precious belongings, coins and gemstones, and the moment his back was turned, I ran. I could barely see for the smoke, and the streets were full of people trampling each other. I ran for the river, like everyone else, and leapt in. The next thing I remember, I was waking up on a riverbank, not far from here.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's all right. Say what you will about this place. At least my fornicating husband will never find me. And while there's no shortage of snakes here, at least with the golden rule, they have to try to be discreet about it.
I respect this woman. Basically had a cheating husband, and she pretty much took all the valuables that she could to screw him over, because he was going to kill her like dead to rights. He was going to literally kill her before she even left, or she tried to divorce him, but she was going to kill him before she left the marriage. More power to her.
Oh, this shrine was in use as a clinic long before any of us arrived here. Kind of strange to set up a clinic in the temple of the god of disease. But the god who inflicts a curse is also the only god who can undo it. So I suppose praying to Apollo for healing kind of makes sense.
That's a twisted sense of morality, but okay. Well, twisted sense of, well, whatever.
Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife, not a physician, but she was the closest thing we had down here. And she was good, too. Until she suddenly lost all interest in us. One day she told me she'd made some profound discovery about the golden statues. This changes everything, she kept saying. But I had no idea what she was talking about. The last time I saw her, the last time any of us saw her, she was muttering to the statues, like she could talk to them. And then she shut herself in the palace, barred the door from the inside, and nobody's seen her since. She's been gone so long now, we figure she's either dead or up to something so strange that she doesn't want anyone else to know about it. But I really wish I could reach her, because that's the only hope I have of solving a troubling problem, a real thorn in the paw situation. One of my patients is suffering from terrible rheumatism. His joints are inflamed, and he's in constant pain.
Okay, who is it?
I really shouldn't say. He wouldn't like it. And he's a little bit scary. He's become so irritable that the smallest things set him off, and I worry he'll end up losing his temper and lashing out, and you know what that means. I just know Nevia would know how to treat him, assuming she's still alive. But nobody seems to know how to get into the palace.
I'll get right on it.
Really? That would be wonderful. Thank you. Let me know how you go. Feeling all right? I wish. Some people here need proper medical care, not the half-baked, hanging by a thread excuse for treatment I'm giving them. Just don't get sick or injured here. I'll do my best to treat you, but I'm out of my depth and dangerously short on everything you can imagine.
So don't get sick or don't get injured in this place. That's a pretty tall order. That would suck if you're basically the only doctor here, well, filling in for a doctor, but you're not really a doctor, and if someone got sick or injured, you have no supplies, no modern medicine, you're just utterly screwed. GG, you're done. Okay.
A city without sin might sound good on paper, but whoever dreamt it up didn't think it through. Maybe it was an attempt to create some kind of utopia. But snakes like Decius will always find loopholes to exploit. And what can we do about it? Absolutely nothing. In some ways, we are worse off because we can't take the law into our own hands. Sure. What do you want to know? Do you really want to know? I mean, if somebody poisoned her, then surely they would have broken the golden rule, and so maybe it's best we don't discuss it.
Well, that sucks. So the golden rule is just that paramount, or basically kind of like like a government in a sense that it's always watching. Huh, I probably shouldn't say that. But anyway, yeah, it's like a kind of like a very law, like a martial law that basically it's watching your every move. So if you say something, commit any sin, you're basically screwed. Okay.
Hemlock, I believe.
Oh, good to know.
I haven't seen her in months. She's not allowed to leave Malleolas' villa, and they are quite secretive.
Okay then.
Gladly. Well, come back if you get sick or injured. Day or night, I'll do what I can.
Yeah, while apologizing to me. I mean, you're not exactly. Nope, she is dead. All right, save again. Yeah, I'm paranoid to save because this game literally closed itself out, so I'm trying to make the best of the time because it literally glitched itself out. Okay, I definitely heard the goated statue talk.
Wonder how much one of these statues is worth on the outside.
It's a shopping list. Yeah, the music is fantastic. That's a fact. I already know what I liked about it. The story, definitely the story. The dialogue is well written too. The time loop, which you'll see in a minute, is also Ares, the Greek god of war, known to Rome as Mars. Whoever's taken like Greek mythology back when they were a kid or in middle school and all that.
Salve, stranger, and welcome to our idyllic little slice of the Empire. I'm Dacius. Terrible shame what happened to Yulia, but we just have to carry on, don't we?
Wow, dickhead. Huh. Theseus just reminds me from Patches from Dark Souls. My friend would agree too. This guy is straight up Patches from Dark Souls, but with hair.
You mean how did I end up here? That is a lengthy tale.
Let's hear it.
Alright. Well, you see, I'm in the business of procuring rare and precious objects liberated from the enemies of Rome. Mostly sculptures, vases, the occasional slave, fetch a magnificent price in Roman high society. Had myself a nice little shop in Rome, just off the Forum. Lots of foot traffic and close to the docks. Good place to be when the fires broke out. See, about 7 months ago, half of Rome caught on fire. Everyone who couldn't get to an outer gate was running for the river, hoping to escape by barge. So I gathered my coins and some priceless vases into a cart and had my most loyal slave girl, pretty young thing named Acantha, push it for me. All the way down to the river, I'm elbowing for a stampede of people, turning back now and then to make sure she hasn't legged it with my valuables. But, to my surprise, we make it, and I see this barge loading up, and it's so full it's almost sinking. But the captain's happy to take my coin, so I start boarding, and then he puts his hand on my chest and he says, "No, too heavy. The cart or the girl." So I did what anyone would have done. The girl? Weren't you listening? All my valuables or the girl? I mean, I can always buy a new slave girl if I still have my money. So I put my hand on the cart, and I guess she realised what was happening because those pretty black eyes of hers go all wide. And in one swift motion, she topples the whole bloody thing into the Tiber. No, I dived in after it, of course. Aren't you paying attention? That was a bloody fortune. Only, I guess I must have hit my head or something, because everything went black. When I came to, I'd washed up on the riverbank, not far from here, with nothing in the world but a single silver coin. Thank you, friend. But it turns out it might have been a stroke of good fortune, because this place is a veritable treasure trove. Look around you. There must be more gold in here than in the treasury of Rome. If I can just figure out how to get it out of here. I'm afraid not. If you're desperate, I did hear that Aurelia down at the tavern claims to know of a way out, but I'm not sure I trust her. Some people here are a little shady for my liking.
Did this patches of this universe say that there are shady people? Dude, you literally were taking and pretty much taking slave girls, fortunes, valuable arts from people and slave girls, and you literally were going to sell them to another country for, oh gosh, who knows how much money. And you're saying you had the audacity to say that there are shady people for your liking? Have you ever looked in the mirror, Theseus?
It's terrible for inflation is what it is. There's so much gold just lying around, it's practically worthless. At least down here. Of course, I have an idea for generating real wealth, but what I need is a bow. Just a simple composite bow. I've scoured this city from top to bottom with no luck. But if you happen to find one, bring it to me and we'll talk.
Okay.
Oh, well, technically yes, but that just means you'll need to be a little discreet.
I'll see. I'm not getting you a bow.
No need to decide on anything yet. Just sleep on it, yeah?
Alright, so who are you gonna vote for?
Malleolus. I mean, Sentius couldn't even keep his daughter safe. What hope does he have of protecting us?
I like you to vote for Setius.
Not going to happen.
Well, fight me then.
Certainly. All I ask is a reasonable price of 1,000 denarii.
You freaking cheap snake bastard!
Oh, it's perfectly legal. Simply a question of supply and demand, I'm afraid. Take it or leave it.
Oh. Did one of the goat statues say take his resin anyway and just tell him to go screw himself? Why, thank you, golden statue.
Hear what? You sure you're feeling alright? If you're hearing things, perhaps you should pay a visit to Lucretia's clinic. We don't want another Navier on our hands.
Bite me.
She claimed the statues were whispering to her. Nobody else could hear it. Then she shut herself in the palace and we never heard from her again. But I digress. Do you want this Silphium or not?
How can I come up with your currency if I just got into town and I'm the new guy? What? How about I just take it instead?
That's hardly my concern. But if you get a job, work hard and save your coins, you should be able to afford it within, say, 5 years?
My gosh, you just sound like any common job. Like, yeah, if you pretty much work after 5 years, you'll be able to afford the useless crap that you need. Man, you're just pissing me off. Can I punch this guy or kill him? I have a gun. Actually, I do have a gun.
Well, if you did that, you'd break the golden rule, and we'd share the same fate as the last lot who lived here. Is that what you want?
I don't know. Taking it run? Thank you, golden statue.
Do you think I don't know a bluff when I see one? Nice try.
Oh, he basically called me out on my bluff. Dang it.
Very well. Perhaps I can interest you in something within your budget?
Oh gosh, alright, yeah, I'm definitely taking the resin now.
Very well. Another time.
Yeah, good for you. Well, the statues say take it and run. You know what? I'm gonna take it and run. No one's there to catch it. Yeah, I'm gonna steal it. Uh-oh.
The many shall suffer.
Oh boy.
The sins of the one.
Well, I think I screwed everybody up. Yikes. Well, these people had it coming. I'm new here. Did I just screw an entire Roman civilization just to steal resin to save another patient that we'll never know? Well, he's dead. Yeah, I just screwed their civilization to damnation. Well, technically I have the resin. That's right, people, we are playing a time loop, so that means everything that happened in the last time loop, they're screwed. And we're in another time loop.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
I'm Kratos. Yeah, I'm not dooming any Greek civilization right now. I'm the friendly Kratos. Or Papa Kratos. Haha.
I don't think so. I've never seen you before in my life.
Okay, well, let's rush this.
Oh, Bacchus, how much did I drink last night? Sorry to have bothered you.
No problem, gotta go.
And since you seem to be in a hurry, you should try out this device I made. Worked real hard on it.
You didn't do this on the last time loop. Wow, thank you.
Just attach the pulley to the rope over the lake and hang on to the handles. If it works, it'll be faster than walking. And if it doesn't work, worst thing that can happen is you'll take a swim in the lake. I haven't quite summoned the courage to test it myself. But don't worry, it's completely safe. Probably.
Honesty.
All right, see you around.
What a friendly chap. I'm kind of sad that I didn't take his tour. Ah well. In another loop. Time to... I guess... Wait, how do I jump up? Maybe... Oh no! Well, I definitely need to reload. Oh, this game is fun too. Man, 2 fun games back to back. Alright. Wow. As pretty much Buzz Lightyear said, we're flying with style, if anyone remember that line. All the people from those eras remember those times.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned.
Yes, I know.
She needs the resin of a plant called Silphium, but that Culus cumulatus decius won't give it to me.
What does that mean? Anyway, here's the resin.
What? Quick, give it here. Yulia, you need to swallow this. Here, let me help you.
Deus Ex Machina, or time loop, basically.
Hopefully, in a moment, she should be able to breathe normally. That was extraordinary. How did you know she needed this exact thing, and at this exact moment? Are you some kind of oracle?
No, I'm a time traveler. I know how that sounds.
A what? I'm sorry, I must have misheard you. I think it's your accent, because it sounded like you said, time traveler.
Yep.
But whatever kind of traveler you are, that was like the gods hearing my prayers and intervening.
Well, there's one god, but okay.
You just saved a person's life, and you should be proud of yourself. She might even be able to thank you herself in a few moments. And maybe she can tell us who poisoned her, and who she meant when she was muttering about that snake's cruel black eyes. In the meantime, I'm happy to help you with whatever it is you need.
Yeah, I keep hearing the statues whispering. They're saying, take it, or take it and run, or go screw themselves. Basically.
Oh no. Sorry, I don't mean to worry you, but no, that is definitely not normal. There was one other person who claimed she could hear the statues talking to her. But that was Nevia, and she went a little mad.
I don't know, Nivea seems to have a lot going on, or she seems to know more than she's letting on.
Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife, not a physician, but she was the closest thing we had down here. And she was good, too. Until she suddenly lost all interest in us. One day she told me she'd made some profound discovery about the golden statues. This changes everything, she kept saying. But I had no idea what she was talking about. The last time I saw her, the last time any of us saw her, she was muttering to the statues, like she could talk to them. And then she shut herself in the palace, barred the door from the inside, and nobody's seen her since. She's been gone so long now, we figure she's either dead or up to something so strange that she doesn't want anyone else to know about it. But I really wish I could reach her, because that's the only hope I have of solving a troubling problem, a real thorn in the paw situation. One of my patients is suffering from terrible rheumatism. His joints are inflamed and he's in constant pain. He's become so irritable that the smallest things set him off, and I worry he'll end up losing his temper and lashing out, and you know what that means. I just know Nevia would know how to treat him, assuming she's still alive. But nobody seems to know how to get into the palace. Really? That would be wonderful. Thank you. Let me know how you go.
Okay, and that is where I'm going to stop, because last time when I went further out, like 50 minutes on that second part, it glitched out the game, and I'm absolutely worried about that. So, one thing, on my next part for the Forgotten City, I want to do a part 3, but I'm going to do a separate save, so if I screw up, well, no, not if I screw up, if the game decides to glitch out, then basically I'll be able to reload the save and then just start from scratch. So, there will definitely be... Wait, did I forget the name of this? No, it's the Forgotten City, not a Forgotten City. But there will be, yes, there will be absolutely the Forgotten City coming up in the future, so of course leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'm excited to do part 3 because I have played further in the game, or I played a couple more hours of the game when pretty much the streaming didn't work for part 2. But I'm excited to pretty much be generally surprised. That kind of sums it up. Alright, so I guess we'll move on to the other game. We're going to take a break, but for the rest of the day, we are going to focus on the I section game, and we'll try to do the J section game in terms of the alphabetic order. But maybe there will be a week where we'll dedicate to the alphabetic orders just to finish it out, so we can just pretty much, I have a good sense of schedule and ebb and flow of what I want to do from pretty much in the future. So, well, pretty much don't break the golden rule and stay tuned.